Morning. Early for me, I know, but anyway, I'll try and crack on a bit today and get something done. Well, I got my metal cleaned up. I started to tack it up yesterday, and I don't know if you can see, but that there is dead square, right? Just almost dead square. No, it is. I'm on a lump. No, there we are. At the bottom, it's dead square. Doesn't even move. But this side, I did it and it moved a bit. So what I've got to do, cutting angles by hand, you're never going to get them spot on, I know. So what I've got to do is I've got two clamps. Clamp this down and put this end on and just tack it in the middle. And then make sure that that's parallel, and then that'll be square-ish, right? It'll be square, not ish. Anyway, I got all my stuff yesterday to do it. My good mate Steve, he went to him, he gave me loads of stuff to do it. And on plywood, look, got plenty of plywood to do it now. So, hope my shoulder holds out with this sawing today. I want to get on and get that done if I can. And I also called at the shop, and I got a bag of bits and pieces, look, that should do it. I've got 2 pins. These are the main cost actually. It's falling out, and he gave me some hinges, but I might not use those, I'll show you later. And so I've got plenty of pins, look. Those, and I got these. And if the larger ones, I'm not sure if they will. So I've got the small ones, and you can get spacers to go from one size to the other. So we've got everything to do it now. So there's no excuse, is there? So we'll have to see how we get on today. I've got the top and bottom frames welded up. I don't know how much you can see of this, but if you look, that's a foot to the middle. Well, take my word for it. Foot to the middle, right? So that's spot on. And this side, it's a fraction under 3/4, 26 3/4, and that one is, yeah, a fraction under. So that's pretty near enough, that is, for me. In fact, it's as good as you're going to get in your garden, isn't it? And this one, again, foot just to the outside, the foot just to the outside, and that's 26 3/4. Well, it's just 32nd over, but yeah, that's 3/4. So we're only a 32nd out, so it's not too bad, is it? Right, so I finally got it all welded up, you see. And what I'm going to do now, and that's the top. I'm going to cut the square out to the bottom of the plywood. That's the next job. So we'll just tidy this one up first, and then I'll have to start wearing my shoulder out again when I saw him. Just spoke to my mate Steve on the phone, and he says, "Oh, I've got a saw that you could borrow. A good one." I said, "Well, I want the power one." "Oh, I've got one of them as well." So anyway, never mind. We'll manage. Well, we're struggling on. Got these done and sanded up, look. So I suppose they're not too bad. But I cut this bit of plywood to go in the bottom, like that, which fits, of course. Now, found me saw that used to saw straight doesn't, but we can manage. And then of course I realised I'm going to do it again, because I've made this for this plywood to go in the sides. So they drop down there and screw in there, you see. So the next job is to weld the frame up. I thought it was best to mark this out and put it in first, but I forgot they've got to go down the sides. So that's the next job, but I just want to show you this, look. It should be pretty square, because I don't know if you can see that, but that is, they're more or less exactly the same length. You know, I can't get any better than that, can I, with what I've got, so there we go. And we're getting quite a mess, look here, getting grinders and welders and saws and straight edges and planes and clamps and, you know, I'm going to be knackered by the time I've cleared that lot up, haven't I? You know, I'd stop in the room floor today, I think. Right, we'll have a go at this. So we've got the frame done. It's not come too badly for a back garden bodge, I suppose. It's not that bad. Right, that's the bottom because it's got the welded bit, and I've cut the sides. There's two down there of this thin ply. I've just got enough, except for, you can probably see there's just a tiny bit in that corner, but you know, we'll get away with that. So I've just had enough of that. And you know, always remember that you measure once and cut twice. Actually, that's wrong. No, what happened was, I cut the bottom first, thinking I need the bottom done first, but I need the sides done first. So of course I've got to take 1/2 inch off for the plywood, that's all. So it's not a problem, except I've got to saw down that length again. Anyway, we've got that to do. But the next job now is to make sure we get it right way up. So that's the top. Where's my plate gone? Just had a bit of plate somewhere. Here we are. Right, the next job is to put the links on. And how I'm doing this, I've got this piece of plate which will go on there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is cut the end of the pin off and weld the big nut on there. And then we can just cut the corners off. And that'll make it tidy. I'll cut that and they'll just screw in there, you see, which will be on the side. So I'll have 2 pins about there, which it'll hang on. So that's the next job. Only before I can weld it up, I've got to repair the welder. The earth clamps come off, the screw's given way in there, so I've got to go and find a screw and drill that out and put it on the end there. So that's the next job, eh? All good fun, eh? Catch you in a bit. Well, I've got on quite well with it. I've got it painted as such. Don't ask me to paint with a brush and see the runs from here. But anyway, that's more or less done. Frame is, I'll stand in the shade a bit and I think you'll see it better. I've made those plates and I've cut the pins off so they screw in, and you might notice they go straight up and down. And welded the nut on that plate and they'll hang on them on the arms, you see. So now the paint won't be dry. I was thinking I'd do the sides and fit them, but no, we better leave that till tomorrow. It's not too long a job. I've got all the sides cut. There's the short ones and there's the long ones. So I've just got to cut the bottom, which will just rest in, right? There's no need to fasten that. And then the top, I'm just going to cut a square out of this quite thick good ply, you see. And I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to fasten it. I think the best way, it'll just mean a quick touch up, just under there, just drill a hole and have a small, something like a 5/16 bolt, and then just make a top. The only thing is these get in the way, so I was going to do that and then I thought, well, I don't know yet, so I might change my mind on that one. Anyway, and that's not a bad day, is it? I've had to pop out to the shop and get some linseed oil for the wood, and had to pop out this morning, so I left home at 10 to 8 I think it was, went to the shop, went and got some grinders, come back, started about 9, and I bought some sandwiches, which I didn't, you know, and I've stopped about 5 minutes, probably 5 times, that's all day. And it's now just gone up past 5, so, you know, I reckon that's not a bad day for an invalid pensioner, is it? And it's not come too badly, has it? Let me go back far enough so you can see it. Right, so we'll pop this up. I don't know how long we've got, but I'll put it up. And then I'll show you when it's finished.